Why Sigma males are the extremely dangerous. This is the truth. Have you ever wondered why some men seem to operate outside the popular societal hierarchies? This question may have crossed your mind when you've encountered individuals who seem to dance to their own tune, seemingly unaffected by the expectations and norms that govern most of society. In the realm of psychology and social dynamics, we often hear the terms alpha and beta males. These labels are used to classify individuals based on their behaviors, attitudes, and roles within social hierarchies. The alpha males, often viewed as the leaders, the strong, and the dominant, contrast sharply with the beta males, who are usually seen as the followers, the submissive, and the compliant. This alpha-beta framework, while widely acknowledged, doesn't capture the full spectrum of male personalities. Enter the Sigma male, a compelling alternative category that challenges the conventional alpha-beta dichotomy. Sigma males are the lone wolves, the introverted wanderers who prefer solitude over social engagements, autonomy over dominance. They operate on their own terms, not bound by societal norms or expectations. But here's where it gets intriguing. Sigma males are often perceived as dangerous, a perception that can be both intriguing and unsettling. This perception is not entirely unfounded. The Sigma male's unorthodox approach to life can be disruptive, can challenge established norms, and can unsettle those who are comfortable within the confines of the societal hierarchy. But it's not just their disregard for societal norms that makes Sigma males dangerous. There's something more, something deeper, something that lies at the core of their being. It's this enigma, this mystique that surrounds Sigma males that makes them dangerously fascinating. So, what makes Sigma males so dangerously fascinating? What is it about their personality, their approach to life, their worldview that sets them apart, that makes them a force to be reckoned with? Is their perceived danger a threat, or is it a challenge to the status quo? These are the questions we will explore as we delve into the world of Sigma males. So what makes Sigma males so dangerously fascinating? Let's dive in. First, let's understand who Sigma males are. Picture a lone wolf navigating its path, independent of the pack. That's a Sigma male for you. These individuals are unique, often misunderstood, and definitely not your typical alpha or beta males. They're an enigma, wrapped in layers of introversion, self-sufficiency, non-conformity, and independence. Let's dive a little deeper into these characteristics. For starters, Sigma males are introverted. Unlike alphas who thrive in social settings or betas who are comfortable in their follower roles, Sigmas prefer their own company. They are the ones you'll find at the edge of a social gathering, observing the world from a distance, content in their solitude. They are not antisocial, rather selectively social, choosing their interactions carefully. Then comes self-sufficiency. Sigma males are not dependent on society or its norms for their sense of self. They're self-reliant, both emotionally and practically. They don't need validation from others. Their worth is not tied to societal standards. They're content with who they are and where they stand in life, often making them seem aloof or detached. Non-conformity is another key trait. Sigma males don't fit into societal molds. They don't follow trends, they set their own. They operate outside the traditional social hierarchy, not because they can't fit in, but because they choose not to. They value their freedom and individuality more than societal acceptance. And finally, independence. Sigma males are the epitome of self-reliance. They enjoy their freedom and prefer to be unattached. They are not leaders like alphas, nor followers like betas. They're lone wolves, comfortable in their solitude, and capable of handling life's challenges single-handedly. Now, how does this differentiate them from alphas and betas? Well, alpha males are typically the leaders, the ones at the top of the social hierarchy. They're extroverted, dominant, and competitive. Beta males, on the other hand, are the followers. They're agreeable, non-confrontational, and more passive. Sigma males, in contrast, don't fit into this hierarchy. They're not interested in leading or following. They march to the beat of their own drum. But it's important to note that being a Sigma male isn't about being better than alphas or betas. It's simply a different way of life, a different worldview. Sigma males have their own strengths and weaknesses, as do alphas and betas. They're just different expressions of masculinity, each valid in its own right. These traits, while admirable, contribute to the perceived danger of Sigma males. But how, you might ask? Let's explore that in the next scene. Sigma males with their unique traits often find themselves at odds with societal norms. These individuals march to the beat of their own drum, and this non-conformity can set them on a collision course with the expectations of the society they inhabit. Sigma males are the wolves wandering alone in the wilderness, the eagles soaring high above the flock. They are the ones who defy the status quo, choosing their own path over the well-trodden roads of convention. In a world where most people are content to follow the crowd, Sigma males stand out. They thrive on their independence, and they don't need the validation of others to feel fulfilled or successful. But this independence, this refusal to conform, can often lead to friction. Society is built on certain expectations and norms, and when someone steps outside of those boundaries, it can create waves. It's not always the Sigma male's intention to stir the pot. More often than not, they're just living their lives according to their own rules. But in doing so, they can inadvertently challenge the status quo, and that can lead to misunderstandings and misconceptions. People might see Sigma males as aloof or distant. They might be perceived as uncaring or unemotional because they don't express themselves in the same way that others do. But these are misunderstandings. Sigma males do feel deeply. They do care intensely. They just express these feelings differently, and that can be difficult for society to understand. And yet it's this friction, this misalignment with societal norms, that adds to the allure of Sigma males. Their independence, their self-reliance, their refusal to conform, all make them fascinating, intriguing, even a little dangerous. The world may not always understand them, but it can't help but be drawn to them. In the end, the Sigma male stands as a testament to the power of individuality and the strength that can be found in walking one's own path. Society may not always understand them, but it can't deny their allure. It's this friction, this misalignment with societal norms that adds to the dangerous allure of Sigma males. Now, let's delve into why Sigma males are considered dangerous. The term dangerous often comes with negative connotations, but in the context of Sigma males, it's more about their unique and unconventional qualities. These individuals, with their self-reliant and independent nature, can be intimidating to some. They don't rely on societal norms or approval to navigate their lives. Instead, they set their own rules, follow their own path, and this can be challenging for those who adhere strictly to societal standards. Imagine a lone wolf moving stealthily through the forest, relying on no one but itself for survival. That's a Sigma male in a nutshell. They are the masters of their own fate, and this level of independence can be threatening to others. It's not that they are dangerous in a harmful sense, but their approach to life can be unsettling to those who are used to a more conventional path. Sigma males are also introverted by nature. This doesn't mean they are shy or lack social skills. On the contrary, they can be quite effective communicators when they choose to be, but they prefer solitude over social interactions. They find comfort in their own company, and this can sometimes be misunderstood as aloofness or arrogance. Consider this scenario. A Sigma male enters a crowded room. He doesn't seek attention or approval, yet his presence is palpable. His quiet confidence, his mysterious aura, these qualities draw attention whether he wants it or not. And this can be intimidating. People might perceive him as aloof or arrogant, further adding to the dangerous image. However, it's crucial to understand that this danger stems from misunderstanding and fear of the unknown. Sigma males are not dangerous in the traditional sense. They don't pose a physical threat or intend to cause harm, but their unconventional lifestyle, their ability to thrive outside societal norms, can be a source of discomfort for some. They are the outliers, the ones who challenge the status quo. Their existence questions the societal norms we've grown comfortable with, and that in itself is a form of danger. But it's also a source of fascination, because deep down, we all have a bit of that Sigma spirit in us. The desire to break free from norms, to walk our own path, to be the masters of our own fate. Sigma males remind us of the possibilities that lie beyond societal norms. They embody the courage to venture into the unknown, to embrace solitude, and to find strength in self-reliance. And while this might be dangerous to some, it's also incredibly liberating. But it's important to remember danger doesn't always mean negative. It's about perspective. And in the case of Sigma males, the danger lies not in the individuals themselves, but in the fear of the unknown they represent. And perhaps that's not a danger, but a challenge to understand, to accept, and to embrace the unconventional. Is the Sigma male a threat or simply a challenge to our understanding? This question, intriguing as it is, may lead us down a path of reevaluation. What if we shift our perspective from apprehension to curiosity? Can this shift illuminate the enigma of the Sigma male? Consider the notion of danger, often associated with Sigma males. Danger can be interpreted in many ways, but here, it's not about the physical threat. Rather, it's about the threat to conventional wisdom, societal norms, and expectations. Sigma males, with their independent nature and self-reliance, defy many of these norms. They walk their own path, indifferent to societal expectations. Their silent rebellion can be seen as a threat by those who are comfortable in the status quo. However, this perceived threat can also be a challenge to our understanding of masculinity, a challenge to our societal norms, a challenge to the way we perceive human interactions. Perhaps the Sigma male is not dangerous, but daring to be different, daring to defy, daring to challenge the societal norms. And what if this challenge is a good thing? A much-needed shake-up to our rigid societal structures. It encourages society to be more accepting, more flexible, and more understanding of different personality types. It necessitates the acceptance of the fact that not everyone fits into the alpha-beta dichotomy. It pushes us to broaden our perspectives, to accept the existence of different shades of masculinity. The Sigma male does not seek approval, nor does he aim to fit in. He is not bound by societal expectations, and therein lies his true strength. He challenges our understanding, our norms, and our expectations. He pushes us to question, to seek, to understand. In this light, the Sigma male is not a threat, but instead a catalyst for change, a harbinger of progress, a challenge to our understanding. He embodies the spirit of individualism, freedom, and self-reliance, qualities that are not dangerous, but rather empowering. So, are Sigma males dangerous, or are they simply misunderstood? They might be a bit of both, but one thing is for sure, they are a challenge, and perhaps it's a challenge we should be ready to take on. Let's take a closer look at the Sigma male. This clandestine character, often misconstrued as dangerous, is merely an individual who marches to the beat of his own drum. Their behavior is not necessarily menacing, it's simply misunderstood. Imagine, if you will, a Sigma male in a social gathering. They are not the life of the party, nor are they wallflowers. They are observers, taking in the nuances, the unspoken dynamics. They choose to engage when they find it meaningful, not out of social obligation. It's a behavior that can be misconstrued as aloofness or even arrogance. However, this is not the case. The Sigma male isn't antisocial, they are selectively social. They prefer deep, purposeful interactions over superficial chit-chat. This selective sociality can be perceived as a threat, especially in a society that often equates sociability with likability and trustworthiness. Now let's consider the Sigma male in a work environment. They are not typically the ones leading the team or rallying the troops. Instead, they are the silent strategists, the independent problem solvers. Their preference for solitude and self-reliance can be perceived as an unwillingness to cooperate or an inability to be a team player. Yet again, this is a misinterpretation. Sigma males are highly cooperative when necessary. They simply prefer to take on tasks that allow them to work independently, leveraging their self-reliance and problem-solving skills. This perceived danger is the result of a misunderstanding of their work style, not an inherent threat. And then there's the Sigma male in a relationship. They are not the stereotypical alpha, nor are they the submissive beta. They are a different breed altogether. Their independence and self-sufficiency can be perceived as emotional unavailability or lack of commitment. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. Sigma males are capable of deep emotional connections and commitment. They simply prefer a relationship where both parties can maintain their individuality, free from codependence. Again, the danger lies in the misunderstanding of their relationship style, not in the Sigma male himself. By understanding the Sigma male, we can begin to dispel these misconceptions. We can appreciate their unique approach to life, work, and relationships. We can recognize that their perceived danger is not an inherent threat, but a result of misunderstanding and misinterpretation. Acceptance is the antidote to this perceived danger. Acceptance of their unique personality traits, their unconventional approach to life, and their need for independence. By doing so, we can create an environment where Sigma males are not seen as a threat, but rather as individuals who simply navigate the world differently. As we can see, the danger of the Sigma male lies more in misunderstanding than in the Sigma male himself. So, what have we learned about Sigma males and their perceived danger? Sigma males, the lone wolves of our society, are enigmatic figures who often exist on the fringes. Their self-sufficiency, independence, and refusal to conform to societal norms can seem intimidating and even dangerous to some. But as we've seen throughout this exploration, it's not about danger in the literal physical sense. Sigma males are dangerous because they challenge the status quo. They are not dangerous because they pose a threat to others, but because they bring about a shift in our understanding of what it means to be a man. They shatter the traditional alpha-beta dichotomy and introduce a new dimension to masculinity that is less about dominance and more about self-reliance and introspection. We've also identified that Sigma males aren't antisocial, as often misconstrued, but rather selectively social. They engage on their own terms, not out of malice or a desire to disrupt, but a deep-seated need for autonomy and freedom. This too can seem dangerous when viewed through the lens of societal expectations and norms. But here's the key takeaway. The Sigma male is not an aberration or a threat. He is simply a different expression of masculinity, one that is rooted in self-assuredness and a desire for personal freedom. It's a reminder that masculinity is not a monolith, but a spectrum of behaviors and attitudes. The fear and misunderstanding surrounding Sigma males stem from a lack of understanding and acceptance. We fear what we don't understand, and often that fear manifests as a perception of danger. By seeking to understand and accept the Sigma male, we can dispel these unfounded fears and appreciate the diversity of the human experience. In the end, the dangerous Sigma male might just be a reflection of our own fears and misunderstandings. It's a challenge to us all to broaden our perspectives and embrace the diversity of masculinity in all its forms.